DJ Sly, DJ Sly Tay, 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 DJ Sly, DJ.
Like she on time with it, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Playing those games out here.
Time.
All right, you ready to get this thing started?
Most definitely.
All right, before we get started, man, we got to get some love to our sponsors. Bel Air. Big shouts out going out to Bel Air. Hit to your favorite store. Pick up your favorite Bel Air, whatever flavor you like. Grab that thing and make sure that you drink responsibly. And we got to thank them for sponsoring the 2021 Convo. Also, I need y'all to go subscribe to the YouTube channel because this interview will be showed on the YouTube channel as well. And it is DJ Sly Tay Podcast Show on YouTube right now. Go subscribe to the channel and click the notifications so you can be updated when we load new content. Right now, we're talking to my girl, Rell Rock. What's happening?
I don't know, man. Just grinding. That's it. That's it. Ain't nothing else to do but grind, work.
I could dig it, man. Let everybody know where you're from for those of them that are not familiar with who you are.
Okay, yeah. So those of you who are unfamiliar with who I am, I go by the name of Rell Rock. I'm repping Jersey, but I was kind of raised in the South in Georgia, but Jersey is where I'm from. That's where I reside right now. So.
Yeah. So tell us about music. How old was you when you fell in love with music?
Oh my God. True story. I was like 6 years old. I was like 6. And my dad, he had a band years ago, like many years ago, the Star Wings or something like that. And I used to go with him to the studio and stuff, and I just fell in love with it. Like, I started out singing at first. He always told me he was going take me to the Apollo. He was gonna let me go there, blah blah blah. I was all hyped, when I was young, to sing and stuff. So, but by the time I turned 12, I started rapping because rapping is easier. Like, it's much easier, like, for me anyway.
Yes, it's much easier. You would think that rapping is harder for a female. Is it easy?
What? Nah, because, see, that's the thing, right? Like, with singing, if you sing live and you mess up, there's no coming back from that. Like, nobody never want to hear you sing again. It's like, oh, nah, I heard it. That's just that. But with rap, if you spit a bad 16, you can redeem yourself. You can always go back and they're like, oh, she stepped the bars up, cool. But singing, it's a little more hard. Like, it's, yeah.
Okay, so 12 years old. So you 12, you out here doing your thing musically.
Yeah.
How was it being 12 and going to school and telling people that you are an artist? Did they really take you seriously? Were you making the boys look bad?
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. Because at the time, okay, so when I was 12, that's when I wrote my first rap, started, recording, et cetera, et cetera. But at 13, 14, that's when I really got, like, really serious, really into it, where I could say I had, my first radio play was in Albany, Georgia.
Wow.
And I performed at Albany Civic Center. I was about 14. So, I went to school down south in Georgia, South Georgia too. So
you was in the country.
Baby, I was a few miles away from Tallahassee, Florida. So
yeah.
yeah. So it was dope. Like, people took me serious, and at the time I was the only one doing it because it wasn't too many female rappers, at the time, and especially in the South. So, it wasn't. It was dope. It was dope. And then when I came back to Jersey doing it, so I like I said, when I was doing it wasn't so many females doing it. So it was easy. Like, I was the girl. I was the rapper girl. Rell Rock, the rapper girl. The girl rapper.
So when you did your first show out there in Albany, how was that hitting the stage? Because you were young, man. I think I would have been scared getting on the stage in front of people.
So
how was that experience?
Like, I was mad nervous. I was super nervous. I actually kind of got booed a little bit. It wasn't really feeling it.
No. So that was definitely the first for you, and definitely a big experience to be able to handle that.
Yeah,
But I'm sure after you went through that and you were able to take notes, that going forward you were able to understand what the consumer wants out of you.
right. And I took that as like, I was a little bummed out because I was, 14 years old. So I was, I was like, nah, I'm never performing again, this, that, and the third. But like, what I did was I started looking at what I was doing wrong. I started changing a lot of things around, like as far as with my showmanship. So, I got that together, and then the next time I had a show, I did good, and nobody booed me. So, it just it builds character, So I feel like I needed that, because if I didn't, I probably would have started going as hard as I started going after that. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna speed up to today. How do you feel about the game today? Because there's so many females out here that's doing their thing. How do you feel about the game today, the industry?
Well, first off, shout out to all the female, rappers, hip hop artists that's out there doing that thing. Shout out to everybody. But I feel like nowadays it's like real lyrics is kind of like overlooked now. It's like, this is no offense, no shade to nobody, but it's kind of like the stripper era. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like that's what they try to force that on us. And I feel like it's so many lanes out here that you don't really have to just go that route, because it's so much you could do. Like, you feel me? But it's like the stripper, if you ain't promoting a prostitute type, image, then it's like it's going to get overlooked until you really have a big bag behind you, and then you could really, you feel what I'm saying? Shout out to all the females. Like I said, no shade like that. But I just feel like it's definitely oversaturated. Like, I feel like I feel like that. I mean, that's really just mainly how I feel like about it. Like, I'm glad that female are getting the exposure, when it comes to hip hop. I'm glad that we getting the exposure that we, always, need it. But I just don't like the specific, like the certain lane that they go for, like the certain type of female rapper. As far as the like which word am I looking for? Mainstream. When it comes to, I don't like what they're just specifically going for. But it is what it is. To each his own, though.
Yeah.
Hey, I do me. Like, I don't.
Now, at one point in time, up top was running the game, the music game, and then the South came and just took over, and it has yet to shift from the South. So with you being in Jersey,
Absolutely.
How do you feel about that? That one point in time, y'all ran the game.
Yeah, the East Coast, Northeast.
East Coast ran the game.
I mean, yes. I want to say yes and no, because the South got it, like, hands down, cool. But the East Coast, we bringing it too, though. Like, we got some East Coast artists that's popping right now, especially with the drill music. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. We have some East Coast, that's doing it.
Okay.
But
who's go ahead.
But I don't know though. I just feel like I just feel like it's enough. Like, it's so many people like out here, like so many when it comes to fans and what they want to like, and of course South is running it as far as like radio and stuff like that. But we have a nice wave, like the East Coast. Like, we got some spitters. We have, people that want to hear the East Coast, want to hear bars and lyrics. I feel like the South always been about like good music, just the beats, like, the sound. Everybody just having a good time, just, seeing whatever. But up here it's more competitive. It's more, oh, you don't got bars, you don't got punchlines, you got metaphors, or your flow. That's more what it is with the East Coast. Yeah, which I love, like me, like I said, I'm from Jersey originally, but I love the South. Partially I grew up in the South. So I love the South. Like, I love the music, and that's definitely the way, but I definitely love the East Coast too, because that's just in me, like, to be competitive. And that's the thing about the East Coast. It's always been real competitive when it comes to rapping, like the bars, the ciphers, the battling, all of that. That's East Coast, we known for that up here,
Yeah. I like the bars. One thing about it that I miss from back in the day is that, mixtapes was real heavy, so it was like you heard more East Coast music because you had the guys that would drop the East Coast tapes.
Yeah.
With me, like being in the South, I feel like I'm being robbed because I don't get a chance to hear a lot of what's going on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like the music from the East Coast really is not trickling down here for us to see or notice who is hot. You know what I'm saying? I found out about you through a mutual friend, and I just started doing my homework. I was like, well, let me see what she got on iTunes. And I was so shocked because I was like, damn, she got some shit on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Shorty been working.
Yeah, I've been working. I've been grinding, you know? But I mean, it's crazy though. But then we're living in a days and time now where it's a lot of social media too. Like a lot of the internet could give you, you know, access to these artists and stuff. Because it's like even artists right now, like as far as like East Coast artists, like they could do shows right now and they could sell out. Like, you know, up here on the East Coast, because, you know, you have people that's here that support them that like to hear that. But as far as like the mainstream, definitely the South is definitely did a number. Like y'all.
Hey, we want to know what's going on the East Coast too, though. We want to bring some of that East Coast love to the South. You know what I'm saying? We want to turn some of y'all up out here too now.
Because true story, every time. This is the only East Coast rappers I hear. I hear Hov, I hear Jay-Z. I heard a lot of Pop Smoke last year when I was down there. Let me see. Did I hear any Fad? I think I heard Fad, but it's crazy because it's like the certain East Coast rappers that you hear down south, and they like mainstream ones here. Like it's crazy though.
Now you say you was down in the South for a little bit. Now, is it true that you got some family ties down here in the South? Is that true or not? I'm kind of heard a little bit.
Yes, well, my father is from Georgia. He's a certified Georgia boy. You know the Walkers, be heavy. Rest in peace to my cousin Shawty Lo. That's my second cousin. You know.
Oh, Shawty Lo, what?
Yeah, rest in peace, Lo, man.
Peace, Lo.
Because before, you know, his death, we talked about a lot. We had a lot of plans. Like I had came down to Georgia that year. I think it was 2014, 2015, early 2015. We talked about a lot, talk about getting together, collabing, and just turning it up because I had planned on moving back to Georgia and stuff. Yeah. And it was just tragic. Like it's just crazy, you know, like.
Yes, it's crazy, man. But you know that's why y'all gotta keep it alive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Lo would want. You know what I'm saying? Keep the name alive, and I like what his son doing too. You know what I'm saying? His son out here working as well. You know what I mean? So tell me your 3 top producers right now that you like working with in your city.
Well, it won't be my city, but it's New York. So I want to say shout out to 183rd from the BX from the Bronx.
Okay.
Also I want to say I say Throwback. You know, he's from the UK. He's from London. So let me see. I got one more to name. I mean, do it matter where do they gotta be from?
Well, the reason why I ask people where they from, because I like to give the underdog some love. A lot of people work with people in their area. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they don't get the notoriety for what they do from other people. So that's why I always say, you know, give me your 3 top people you work with, our producers from your area. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and the third one I'm going to say is Mad Max. He's from Philly, so shout out to Philly. Because where I'm at, I'm literally like 15 minutes away from Philly. So I'm like right there. So tri-state area. So that's my 3.
That's your 3. So do you have a car? Because most people that live on the East Coast, y'all don't drive.
That's cold. You know why? Because a lot of people be seeing that. But I think that's more New York though. Like I don't really.
That's like, more New York? Okay.
Yeah. Like we drive.
Okay. What are you working on right now as we speak? What projects are you working on right now as we speak?
Well, right now I'm working on getting ready to drop My Time Is Now, actually. That's what I'm dropping. Friday. I'm
That's
working
big. On Friday.
This Friday. Yeah, we just drop. We don't give no warnings. No, we out here. We drop. How
many songs is gonna be on it?
6. It's 6 songs.
6 songs. Okay. Okay.
Right now we're on 83rd. So shout out to him, BX.
Yeah. Shout out 183rd. Tell us about the name of this. How'd you come up with this name? My time is now.
Huh?
How'd you come up with the name?
I mean, my name is Sherelle, so you know, Rell, and
no,
then
not your name, not your name. But I'm gonna let you tell that. But the album dropping. But no, finish and tell us how you came up with your name, though. I like it.
I mean, it's just simple, you know, Sherelle. So everybody called me Relly. And then my brother used to always say, yo, she go hard. She goes so hard. So we just put rock on it. So that was that. Now we talking about the project. How did we come up with it now?
Yeah.
Because like My Time Is Now. And shout out to Spaz Out Beats too. Because he produced My Time Is Now, the actual song My Time Is Now.
Wow.
So shout out to him. Brooklyn. But
BK.
yeah. So I just feel like, I mean, of course, like my time is now. I feel like I've been grinding long enough. I feel like I've put in enough work. I feel like this is no other way. Like, you know, after a whole pandemic, like my time is now. Like I just feel like that. Like it's just that feeling. You know how you had that feeling? You just I got something to say. Like, hear me out.
So did you work through the whole pandemic or did you take a break through the pandemic?
I took a little break.
We all need a little break sometimes, you know what I'm saying? To reset. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So even though you took a little break, I know you came up with a lot of stuff to write about.
Definitely. I definitely did. I mean, I had COVID. I'm a COVID survivor, so shout out to all my COVID survivors out there because
wow, you had COVID, baby girl. Ooh.
I had it, and I had it before everybody got it. So you know, I'm sounding right. I did it first, right?
Okay. Did you have a bad case of it?
I actually did.
Oh shit.
So like, all I can say is the worst headache that I ever experienced in my whole life, like the worst migraine. So it was crazy. Like I don't wish it on nobody. My breathing, everything. And, it's crazy because now it's like ever since I had COVID, now I have to get shot like injections like every week for my allergies. It's like my breathing and everything just got worse like after I had it. So,
damn.
Yeah,
damn.
It was real.
Did you get vaccinated? Did you get the COVID shot?
Nah.
No. You ain't rocking with it just yet?
I gotta do a little more research first.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you on that. That's right, man. Do the research.
All jokes aside, though, we really need to know what's going inside of our bodies. Like, me personally, I did enough research to really be out here trying to, like, that's just how I feel. To each his own. I don't knock nobody that's getting it, but for me, I have to, you know, do a little more research, find out a little more what's what, and see what happens to everybody else first. Like, y'all go ahead, y'all let me see what happens, and then if y'all come back straight, all of y'all, then maybe. But until then, because.
I feel you. I ain't mad at you on that. Who are some of the people that Rell Rock looks up to?
So for one, shout out to Foxy Brown. I love Foxy. Like I love Foxy. Like shout out to Lauryn Hill, of course. You know, all the greats, Queen Latifah, you know, like of course Jay-Z, you know, Big L, you know, Half a Mill, you know, like the real hip hop people. Like that's who I looked up to. Like, and most of all, like Foxy definitely inspired me. Foxy and Lauryn Hill. So the most.
Has Rell Rock had any label situations yet? Has anybody been knocking down your door to grab you up?
I mean, well, I had a few management offers, like, you know, certain, but I don't know. I feel like they low key scared of me or something, man. I don't know what it is. Like,
yeah, it might be them bars. You know what I'm saying? Because you be going in.
I don't know. You know what? I feel like, I mean, it's crazy because I work with major label artists, but I haven't been offered an actual, like an official, situation, like a legitimate like situation with any of the labels. But the artists I work with, now I'm indie. My label is Mary Mac Entertainment. I have international distribution. Um, we out here, so every major platform you could think of, like my music is there. So I don't know. I don't know if the labels probably think that I already have somebody backing me or whatever. Like a lot of people be thinking that, but nah, like I'm really 100% indie, like
Yeah.
100.
How do you feel about streaming today? Is streaming beneficial for an artist?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, like I like the whole. I mean, it's like the pros and the cons. Like now, when it comes to like the access, like the internet, the streaming, all of that. Like the pros is like you could be anybody and you can put music on some of the platforms where other mainstream artists are. That's the good thing, if for underground artists. But the cons is like some of y'all not real, and I'm not taking away nothing from nobody, but some of y'all really not even seeing nothing. Like, some people just wake up like I want to be a rapper or like I want to do, and then there's people that's had passion for it. Like me, I'm passionate. I'm passionate about it. Shout out to everybody that's passionate about it. But I just feel like it's just it's crazy though, because it's like the real talent and the real passionate people are overlooked by some woke up today and decided, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper. Or a girl is like, oh yeah, I seen Cardi B get on, you a whole and that's what you do. And I don't knock you. That's your hustle. That's your lane.
Yeah.
I ain't your lane. So I just be feeling like, damn, stay in your lane. Like if you really don't have a passion for it, like get out of here. Like for real. Because it's a lot of talented artists out here that's not getting the exposure that they supposed to get. So
I think once they made the game more easier, more of the tools that you use to do music more accessible, because remember at one point in time, like back in like the 90s, to get music equipment, it was expensive.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just couldn't pop up with some music equipment. You was happy just to have a little something to make something with. You know what I mean? You thought you was doing something. So like now it's like you could get all this major equipment and have everything in your crib and do it from your bedroom. It's amazing because I look at some of these kids and I be like, how old are you? They be like, I'm 10. Man, they 10 years old to do beats just as good as people that's been doing them forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy, even with DJing. I remember when I first got into DJing, a lot of people didn't want to DJ because you had to carry all these damn records and crates. But as the years went on and they made it more easier, and then when they got away from records and CDs to files, anybody could be a DJ, and then it's just like, shoot. You know what I mean?
So
Everybody can do that now. So it's just like, to me, with these games, man, if you're not ahead of the curve, once they make it easy, it's like you gotta work more harder. Because even with like video editing,
oh yeah,
that's
definitely.
another one. Back in the day, everybody couldn't have the equipment to video edit, but now you get Final Cut. What? you an editor, so it's crazy, man. But to me, I think it's all with marketing too. I think a person can be as big as they want if the marketing is right and the strategy of that marketing is on point. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's
So
all.
Go ahead.
That's all. That's all it's about. The marketing and promotion or whatever like that. And it brings me back to earlier what I was saying. It seems like a lot of what's being marketed and promoted right now is the certain image they going for, the certain look, the certain. You don't really need to be saying much of nothing. Just talk a lot about pussy wet, this that. Oh, excuse my language, but you know what I mean. That's the type.
This is where you can say however you want to talk. We're not live on no radio or nothing. This is explicit. Speak your language, girl. Talk your talk.
It's just like, but I mean, it's just like that. It's just all they promoting right now is just that, and I just feel like it's so many lanes out here. It's so many other artists, like other people that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
It's just the wave. I think it's just the wave for right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually, the wave will change. You know what I mean?
So I think around next year it's gonna be the hip hoppers, the spitters, the lyricists, like the J. Cole's gonna, well, J. Cole is popping anyway, it's J. Cole, but I'm just using it as an example, like people that's similar to like what J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar's, the the Rhapsodies, like the real spitters, the people that's really talking about something. I feel like it's gonna be a time for that too, and then everybody gonna want to start talking about some real stuff after that. And it's coming though. We're gonna be in style like real soon.
Yeah. Stay true to yourself. Don't switch up for nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that situation right there. Got some questions for you. If Rell Rock had the opportunity to date anybody for a publicity stunt, who would it be and why? Got you out here stunting on them.
I really don't know. Like,
Okay.
let me think. For a publicity stunt.
Publicity stunt, just one day. You only get to stunt with them for one day.
One day, I really cannot. Like, it's crazy. So many rappers and stuff, and I just can't think of who. Like,
No. Okay.
I want to give you somebody. So let me just think of a name. Just.
Who you got? We're gonna let you slide on that one. Number 2, what is Rell Rock's favorite dish? What do you enjoy eating the most?
Oxtail. Oh my God.
Ooh.
I could whip up some mean oxtail. Like, listen.
You could cook some mean oxtail?
Yes.
Okay.
Side. That's my southern roots. That's.
Yeah, definitely with the oxtails, because we be killing them oxtails down here. Number 3, what is your favorite shoe of choice? Everybody always say their favorite.
I mean, of course, I would say Forces, Air Force Ones. Like, you can't go wrong with white Air Forces.
Forces. Okay.
But always been my go-to.
All white. I ain't mad at that. I love me a pair of all white. Just got a new crisp pair, fresh, still in the box, waiting to pull them out. Gotta have them for the summertime. Tell us about a difficult moment that you had in the industry. A lot of artists, as they're coming up in the game, they're faced with different trials and tribulations. Tell us about a difficult moment that you encountered in the industry.
I think difficult for me is, for one, is just being a female, period. Male dominated like game. Like, it's so male dominated. And so it's like I feel like my talent is actually like overlooked often. And I feel like because they see the face, a pretty face or whatever, not to toot my own horn, but it's just like it's just difficult, like just being a female, like in doing hip hop, because it's like I feel like niggas don't respect my pen enough, yo. Like I really feel like it's really just time for me to just really come out here. Niggas been sleeping on your girl, real, and it's like, yo, you forgot, like. So I gotta remind them, because they be getting caught up with the cute little pictures, I post in the videos, and they see me, yo, bro, you good, this, that, and the third. But yeah, I got something to say though. Like I don't really want. That's another thing why I never try to focus on like my image. Like, of course, my image, the way I look, cool, but I never tried to make it a sexual thing. Like I never tried to like push that like agenda, like. Talk about how fat my ass is. Talk about how pretty I am. Talk about how big my titties. It's like, okay, a blind man could see that. So it's like, I don't feel like I have to talk about that in my music. So that's been like the main thing. Like for me, what's made it more difficult, because it's like I'm not I don't carry myself like that. Like that's not how I move. So, you know, it's just difficult. It's difficult, like just
Yeah.
that.
Boy, you say so you can really write. You really fly with that pen. Hmm. And you gotta send me some stuff, man. You gotta load my
Got you. I'm definitely gonna be
you
sending
gotta
you.
load my inbox up, man, with some records and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe I can help you out. You never know. I can send it to somebody they might like something, and you know, I can help you get in a door or two. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. So what else is it that you're trying to get out of the music industry? A lot of people get in, they launch a label, they sign artists, movies. Can we expect movies? Maybe you want to do a clothing line. What else is it that you want to do besides the music?
Well, I'm actually working on a clothing line. Actually, I'm not gonna tell y'all the name right now because you know I don't need nobody trying to steal my. I'm
Oh,
saying,
because you know they gonna go and do it. You know they gonna go and do it now.
no, I'm clothing line right now as we speak. And also, of course, like with me having a label, I do plan on signing artists in the future. You know, like once I, you know, gain my notoriety and everything like that, I'm gonna start signing artists. Um, but fashion, you know, so.
Yeah.
But
movies, big screen, movies.
I mean, movies too. Yeah, I can see me doing movies. I definitely can see. Actually, it's a show called Chase Street. I don't know. Are you familiar with it?
No.
It's called Chase Street. But anyways, I was in that a few scenes in that episode. I did a little bit. You know,
It's on Netflix or it come on regular TV?
it's on Netflix. It's called,
Netflix.
and it takes place in Camden. Chase Street in Camden. So shout out to my hood, CMD.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. Chase Street. What episode you in?
I don't even remember the episode. I can't even tell you. But I'm.
Okay. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Just because you said watch it, I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna be looking for you too. I'm gonna be looking for you. Matter of fact, when it pop on you, I'm gonna make sure I hold it so you see that I watched it. I'm gonna check it out. Check it out. What is it about? It got to be something good.
Well, it's about Chase Street. Is you know a street in Camden, Pollock. You know, it's a lot of you know drug activity, crime. You know, it's hood. It's a hood flick type joint. So
Okay. Okay. Look, somebody said Chase Street is dope. Oh, I gotta watch it. Look, they got the one. It gotta be dope. Oh
I
yeah.
don't my ass out beats, man. Another
Yeah. Oh, he said you're in the first episode. Bet. I'm
thing,
on it tonight. Yes.
I didn't even know. Like,
Hey, now you know. So when somebody asks you, hey, I'm in the first episode. So let me think. Anything else I gotta ask you before we get out of here, man? Has there anybody that we know of that you collaborated with?
I mean, free AR Ab. Shout out to AR Ab. I collaborated with AR Ab. Song is called Whoa. That's actually on my last project I put out, The Writer.
Okay.
And Saigon, shout out to Saigon. I did a record with him years ago called Survive.
Yeah, that's a big name. Saigon, we familiar with him.
Yeah, let me think of who else. Yeah, that's so far.
That's it.
As far as hip, I did a lot of other collaborations, but with the EDM, techno type music. So
How was that doing EDM and techno, switching over to that side?
now
You
that's
know,
lit. That's super lit. Like I actually had placements, Adidas commercials, everything. A television show called Kid, where it featured one of my songs in it. Shout out to the Stanton Warriors, Tony Quattro. Yeah, like that's where it's at. Like for me, because that's really mainly, believe it or not, that's really where like I'm getting the most done. That's really where I'm getting the checks. Like that's where the checks coming from. That mailbox money and all that with me
from
doing
the EDM side?
side. Like for me, like right now,
Damn. Wow. That's
super
big.
nightclubs, like television shows, like getting placements or all types of stuff like this.
Yeah. Shit, man. You out here working, girl. I ain't mad at you. Also, I was listening to the song you did over Yogi's beat. Crazy Yogi's beat.
Gotta get it right.
Yeah. I was so shocked. I'm just like, he was like, yeah, man, she did my beat is on iTunes. I was like, what? So I'm like, he's like, go to it. I listened. I'm like, and you know his tag now. his daughter at the tag. So I was like, I said, damn, boy, she got you on iTunes. That was big, man. Like stuff like that. I look at that. That's big shit. Like for real. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where we come from. You know what I'm saying? So I salute to you. Definitely, man. I want to keep building with you. I want to thank you today for taking the time out to chop it with us on the 2021 convo, because I know you probably had to be working in the studio or doing other things, but you decided to make time for us, and we appreciate that. And anything that you got coming, you know what I'm saying, that we can help you out on our platform, feel free to reach out, man. You know, I'm following you. I'm going to text you my email after we get off so you can start sending me some records and send me some packs, man. I can send up to some people at some labels. You know what I mean? We all got to help each other out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that.
Facts.
All right. So no doubt, man. Once again, before I let you go ahead and give out all your social platforms to the audience so they can go ahead and follow you.
Okay. So of course, we on Instagram, Official Rell Rock.
Right there, y'all. We got it pinned on the screen.
Oh yeah, there it go. So on Twitter is Rell Rock Music. My website, imrellrockmusic.com. Yeah, like that's it. And I guess you know, Spotify, iTunes, you know, Beatport, Bandcamp, Tidal, everything. Like my
everything.
music, it's everything.
Get ready, the EP dropping Friday. Friday, she is dropping the EP this Friday, y'all. Tell them the name of the EP. Let's go. It's dropping Friday.
Cop it, y'all, for real. Like, word up.
Yeah.
Y'all won't be disappointed. Believe that. And I just really thank you for having me. For real. Like, it was
No doubt, man. I enjoyed the conversation, man. We're going to have to do this again. Like I say, man, as you keep dropping projects or whatever, you got something coming up, man, let's hop on. Let's talk about it, man, you know, because I have a platform. You got a platform, too. You know what I'm saying? Your platform is getting familiar with me. People over on this platform is getting familiar with you. So we helping each other out. You know what I mean? So that's dope, man. I definitely wish you mad success in all your endeavors. Keep going hard and never give up. And keep staying true to yourself. You somebody that's different. You ain't trying to follow the ways of what's going on. And one thing about it, people going to gravitate to that sooner or later, because there's a lot of women out there like you that ain't really on that, you know what I'm saying? And they classy, you know what I'm saying? They want the classiness. So keep staying how you is, baby. It's coming back around. All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and get to it. Once again, thank you.
DJ Sly, DJ Sly Tay, DJ Sly, DJ Sly Tay.